As you probably know, or at least I would think you know, if you're just coming to the career sim portion of this Be a Pro, that's strange, but fair enough. Anyway, I think it's pretty obvious by now that I decided to stop the Goalie Be a Pro series, and with that, we are going to simulate the rest of his career. I do still want to start up another Be a Pro. I feel like a defenseman one could be very interesting. I don't believe there's a lot of defensive Be a Pros out there. Regardless, I don't want to be in the same situation I was last year where it's just drafts all the time. Drafts are fun, but you gotta break it up. Without further ado, let's jump into NHL 25 Be a Pro mode and simulate the rest of Tino Manny's career. We couldn't just let Tino be forgotten about. Number 72, the goaltender for the Edmonton Oilers. We started out in Utah, and this was easily the most frustrating, worst start to a Be a Pro I've ever had. Could not save a puck, but we're here now with a decent overall on a good team. I didn't even know that I was going to leave Utah, and the offer came up in the one episode, and I said, you know what? Yeah, let's try it out because things in Utah not going well. So I think it worked out. As you can see here, we made it to the conference finals, lost to the Avs in 7. Somehow we get Mark Flippin Scheifele, 84 overall, on the first line there to play with McDavid and Draisaitl. We are now 89 overall. We finished second in the Pacific, 96 points. Not a big deal. And how about Connor having 121? That is phenomenal. Great season from him. Only a 907 from Tino Manny. You're probably wondering why I'm showing you gameplay right now. Well, I'm glad you asked. This is a Stanley Cup final game. With the cup on the line, baby. There it is. We finally managed to get one. I know we didn't really play a whole lot of years. I think 4. The first year that I simulated here, I think, was the 5th. Could be wrong, but I'm going to run with that. And we get a stunning visual of Tino Manny lifting up the Stanley Cup. It is absolutely magnificent. And it happened real quick here in year number 2. So that's it. Thank you for watching. Only kidding, of course. We still got a long way to go here, but I'm gonna milk this Stanley Cup for all that I can. You can see Tino Manny's name on it right there, right beside Connor McMichael. That guy is a beautician. And we get another graphic here. There's just so much to show, you know? We beat the Toronto Maple Leafs in 6 games. We went to 7 against Vancouver in round 1. That was it, and I decided to take that cup and run. We are headed to Florida. No state tax. That obviously does not affect my decision in this game whatsoever. I don't really know why I did it. I feel like it's just a PLD, change of scenery for fun sort of deal. We finished second in the Atlantic with 103 points. Barkov leads the team with 96 points. And Tino Manny has a 917, 40 wins on the year. Super solid, but we got dusted by Montreal in round number 1. But we're back here. Barkov down to 87, so we must be pretty far into this simulation, actually, at this point. If he's dropping off that much, Kochetkov going to be backing us up. And another second place finish in the Atlantic, only 95 points this time around, however. And we got McKenzie leading the team with a great number 72, but I mean, that's not a lot. You got to have at least 1 point a game player. 905 from Tino. Somehow we did get past round 1 this year, the Boston Bruins, but we lost to the Capitals. So that is a tough go. And then they got swept by Columbus in the next round. So maybe we wouldn't have stood a chance, but I guess we'll never know. Here is our team. Ekblad dropping an overall. All the players that would be high and have abilities, not so much anymore. William M. Jennings, recipient right here. That is a big deal. Florida finished 3rd in the league, 102 points. Marco Kasper, exactly point a game. That's what I asked for, you know? Just 1 point a game player, we got it. Jake Ottinger led the league with 40. We had 39, so we were right there. But we got dusted in round number 2 by the Buffalo Sabres. We're right back in the 6th year of the simulation, which I think would be the 10th year of the Be a Pro. I'm not even sure anymore. Our backup goalie could be Giroux's kid at this point. Who knows? Horrible season. We finished dead last in the Atlantic. 74 points was our team leader. Gross. We had a 900, barely saving it. We almost hit the .8. That would have been vomit worthy. Obviously, we weren't in the playoffs, but decided I would show the tree anyway. We're still back here in Florida. We're going to risk it for the biscuit. Team looks decent. And somehow, we finished third in the entire league. 105. What a comeback from last year, which, to be fair, I don't know how we dropped off so much in the first place. We had the most wins in the league, .916 save percentage. We got all the way to the conference finals, but the jerks are going to put us out of our St. Louis, Missouri, unfortunately. I don't know why this always happens in Be a Pro and franchise mode, as a matter of fact. 97 overall, by the way. But it is common for... I'm sorry, I gotta jump back. Wim M. Jennings and Vezina, not a big deal. We also get the Presidente, 118 points this year. We were absolutely disgusting. But how come late in these simulations, the bottom 4 defense, it's common that they're all mid-70s. And then the bottom 6 offense, also terrible. I don't get it. I don't know what happens, but it's just a complete drop in overall and abilities as a whole. I actually decided to stay in Florida, which surprised me right now even. I thought for sure I was going somewhere else. But no, I guess we're loyal to this team right now, and we are almost the highest overall you can be in this game. Shout out to Johnny and Matthew Goudreau there, just from seeing the name. May they rest in peace, and it's great to see that Team USA at the Four Nations is honoring them as the MVP of the game gets a Goudreau jersey. Good stuff. Another President's Trophy for your Florida Panthers. Raymond and Casper, and I won't forget about Mackenzie. He's also going off. 50 wins this season for Tino. That is phenomenal, but we lose in the conference finals to the Pittsburgh Penguins. So we're chasing that second Stanley Cup, and we just can't seem to get it. I'm so happy we did end up getting one with Edmonton, but, I kind of want another one. So let's do what we can here. At 98 overall, we should be able to do something. Another President's Trophy. Are you kidding me? This is actually unbelievable. 124 points. The Oilers snuck in. They were 16th in the league, had just shy of 90 points on the season. And speaking of just shy, Casper, you couldn't get one more to get the big hundo? Unbelievable. 47 wins from Tino, leading the league again. And look who wins the Stanley Cup. I actually didn't even notice that until right now. I did not know that happened until I watched this back. That's crazy. Well, good for them, I guess. They deserve it. I decided to dip because we were not doing so well. And, we kind of want to win. Thankfully, the GM agreed with me, and he shipped us off to San Jose, who was first in the league, and their roster looks absolutely grotesque. So let's see what we can do here. They got David. He's a Be a Pro legend. I don't think it was from this. Maybe it was this year. No, had to be 24. Anyway, we ended up finishing second in the league, which is great. Don't want that President's Trophy curse. 106 points for Yell, so he's a beast. And some great numbers from both Tino and Devin. That's right, we did it. Clearly it was worth asking for the trade, you know what I'm saying? Because we absolutely ran this season. Also decided to show the playoff stats because I don't think I've been doing that, and I randomly noticed, so kind of going through them all now, and you can have a quick peek at those if you want to. We have a great performance from David, 33 points in 24 playoff games. The whole team really pulled their weight. We went to 7 in the first 2 rounds, but that was it. And we're right back here with this team that could maybe have a repeat. We don't have Levi backing us up anymore, so that kind of sucks because he was really good. We finished 3rd in our division. This time around, not as many points as last year. Still decent. Manny had 36 Ws, 915 save percentage. Good numbers. In the playoffs, we only had 7 games played with a 925 save percentage. And obviously, that means a first round exit. It was to the Vancouver Canucks. Celebrini is 34, and he's already down to 87 overall. We're dropping off too. 92 overall. But you know what? That's not going to stop us from having our name show up at the awards ceremony. The Vezina Trophy goes to yours truly, and so does the William M. Jennings. We finished first in the NHL President's Trophy again. Seem to love getting those. 107 points from Yell. Not even going to try to pronounce that second guy's name. We had the most wins in the league by far, 52. Almost a 920 save percentage. A complete clinic this season. However, we only had 13 playoff games. We had a 920 in the playoffs, so we had our guy. In net, we did our job. Florida got to the Stanley Cup final, but they couldn't take it home. So clearly, they are still snake bitten. I feel for how far we are in this simulation, this team's actually unbelievable. And it's showing. Second in the league, 100 points. The Buffalo Sabres have the President's Trophy. Again, second is the sweet spot. It's where you want to be. 917 save percentage and 41 wins from Tino this time around. But another lackluster showing in the playoffs. Not from us, of course. We did unreal. 915 save percentage, had our guy. The Mighty Ducks of Anaheim took us out. And I got an offer from my boys. I had to do it. We're getting old here. It would be an honor to pull on the Washington Capitals sweater. So, the team doesn't look great. I'll be honest with you. But I had to do it. 32nd in the league. I didn't have to do it. We're out of here. Requesting a trade, and he agrees. He's like, yeah, you know what? Didn't expect us to be this stinky. Fair enough. I'll get you out of here. We are now a member of the Calgary Flames organization, playing for the rival of our second team, the Edmonton Oilers. You know, Battle of Alberta, that whole thing. And our team does not look very good. But trust me when I say that most teams look like this now. Defense really starting to go in overall as a whole. I don't know why I'm focusing on the San Jose Sharks here. They got 93, but we got 100. And 28 wins with a 910 save percentage. Only 8 playoff games, though, so it wasn't a great run in the lofts. The thing that matters the most, you know, we lost to the LA Kings. A clean sweep in round number 2. And just for fun, we're going to go play in the Bell Center. Montreal Canadiens. Welcome aboard, Tino, Manny. They have an amazing defenseman right here. We're still 94 overall. Backup is 88, and we finish 4th in the entire league. 104 points. We got Flynn up there with 82. He was a -1, which is weird. And both goaltenders played quite well. We came up short in the lofts again, however, not from lack of trying. The offense is there. Goaltending was solid. We just got outplayed by our former team, the Flow Rida Panthers. They swept us, and they played Calgary, another former team of Tino Manny, in the finals. It is what it is. We're sticking it out with the Montreal Canadiens, 94 overall. Still have a good backup. Not a good season. 7th in the Atlantic Division, 83 points. Offense isn't really there, but the plus minus isn't really that bad. Except for that one guy that was a -24. Every time he was on the ice, he was just getting scored on, apparently. An unfortunate failure, missing the playoffs in our final year, and the infamous mode completed screen. Now we get to see our stats. 22 seasons, 1,339 games played, with 737 wins and 63 shutouts to boot. Not a bad little career, if you ask me. 2 Stanley Cups. Could have been more. It is the most difficult trophy to win. You cannot change my mind. As a whole, I just want to thank you guys for supporting this series and supporting the Goalie Be a Pro every year. It is awesome to go through this journey with you guys. Sometimes we go for a little bit longer, more seasons, other times cut short, but either way, I try to do the career sim just so that we can get a full outlook of how things could have possibly gone, and also just for some closure on the series. So I appreciate you guys on the road to 60K. If you could subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. I'll see you soon.